Hey everyone, appreciate you all being here at USA Crypto Group for this AMA session. We have a project called Self. Self is a utility NFT project allowing crypto users to create a full Web3 identity, which allows crypto users to send and receive crypto in the most efficient and convenient ways without having the technical knowledge that is needed today. With that, I'd like to welcome Eric and Rico from the team. Welcome, guys. If you guys can start out introducing yourself, talk about your team, and give us a bit of insight on your experience and background.
Enrique, you can start.
Okay, I'm Enrique. I'm a computer engineer. I have been on crypto since 2012. I started mining Bitcoin and Litecoin and Feathercoin. The beginning of all this started. I have been coding for important projects like Multivac. I have been working in live for this past year. That is a Web3 wallet that also use usernames. And right now we have started this project because we think that services like ENS or unstoppable domains and these kinds of services that offers naming, okay, like to make easier the crypto transactions, but we think that domains are still too complex, and we're going to focus into nicknames, just nicknames. And we are creating an ID, a digital ID, that is going to be a Web3 identity, will be decentralized, and it aims to solve all the problems that currently exist when you try to make transactions with those insanely big crypto addresses and complex and hard to memorize. So we are trying to make all of this simpler. So that's what we are doing right now.
Yep. So I'm Eric Scott, and so I've been in the corporate space for about 20 plus years. And my first job was in retail, and then I moved over to medical tech. I currently work for Oracle and in the finance and operations industry. I've been in crypto since 2020, did some work with Multivac, and that's where I met Enrique. And then we went over to the Life project and basically oversaw hey, Alf made it to the chat. And so we basically worked at Life and oversaw the development of the wallet. And then, as we were talking, we came up with the idea for Self. And that's our focus today. And Alf just joined, so Alf, we're going through introductions. If you want to kick that off.
Sorry guys, I couldn't make it. I had to download the application. I didn't have it. Well, thank you for having us. My name is Adolfo Fernandez, and I'm Spanish, live in Spain. I started my journey in this crypto universe along with our CEO Rico. It was about 2012. I think you can call us early adopters. We started just developing a huge interest in everything that was related to cryptocurrency, blockchain, smart contracts. And we started, as many people, by that time, I guess, mining. We had some mining rigs. We started developing more and more interested. And Rico, he's, of course, an IT guy, so he made his way through developing in crypto. And in my case, I work in the wine industry. I have worked along with Rico in a crypto project, not related to Self. It was something more in between. It was a project in where we were trying to make a relationship in between real estate and blockchain, with also real estate tokenization. And after we had this, I had that first attempt into a crypto project. Rico wanted to count on me for Self, and proud to be here. As I told you, I work for the wine industry and marketing related and sales sourcing department for Very important e-commerce here in the European Union.
I appreciate the introduction there, guys. Rico being the CEO, I think that's very self-explanatory for a lot of people here. They understand what your business is. But now, Eric, I do see that you are a public relations. Could you expand on what that is for the community to understand what your role is in the project?
Sure. Basically, my focus is on partnerships. And one of the best things about Self is how easily adaptable it is. And so we can partner with any basically wallet, layer one, NFT project, DEX, SEX. And so the opportunities are endless and the conversations are very easy. We've had a ton of them. We've got several partnerships in the works. We're also talking to a pro football organization and exploring that avenue. Just recently had a talk with a AI project on enhancing some of our avatar venues that we're looking at. But I'm all about the meet and greet, introduce our project, get to learn their project, try to find the synergies between the two. Because what you'll notice with Self is like, you know, you see crypto projects saying, hey, we're going to have a partnership with X. And then you're sitting there wondering, what does that even mean? You know, we're going to make sure that when we announce a project that there's a utility, that there's an add to our community, an add to their community. And so that's our focus.
Appreciate that there, Eric. And I think public relation is important, like you mentioned. Partnerships, going out there, seeking out for strategic partnership to grow, benefit one another, very crucial, very important aspect of the business. Now, Alf, you mentioned that you did a lot of marketing in the wine industry before, and the CMO, you are also a marketing manager for the project, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect, which is also a very crucial aspect of any business, any crypto project as well. I appreciate the introduction there, guys. Apparently, you guys have a very unique project, right? You saw something out there, like you mentioned there, Rico. There's a lot of complexity. There's a lot of hardship. There's a lot of moving pieces that a regular person have to maneuver around just to transact. You guys saw problems within that. Now you guys trying to change that to be more efficient and more effective. Is that what pretty much how this project come about there, Rico?
You know, right now, when you are familiar with crypto, it is so easy to talk about chains, to talk about different blockchains, like, I don't know, Bitcoin or Ethereum or Tron, and for us it's easier because any or all these chains have their own design. Okay, their addresses has a certain format. Okay, that is different. But I think that people that is also related with computers, or even the young people right now, the kids that are using or the young people that is using computer right now, doesn't understand anything regarding crypto. They have heard about Bitcoin, but if you want to onboard them into this world, it is hard and it is complex to create a wallet, to make a transaction, to explain to them that these addresses is like a bank account. It is similar, that you can commit a mistake, because if you commit a mistake, you will lose everything. So what I'm trying to say is that for crypto adopters, okay, it is easy to talk about this, but there are a lot of people that is interested into this, but the gap to jumping is still really, really big. So we are trying to develop an identity that will be a nickname, like a Twitter handle or a Telegram handle, okay? Just a nickname that is going to mask everything behind blockchain, okay? It's going to make an abstraction. So you are going to need just your nickname or another's nickname in order to send or receive funds instead of long addresses. So I think it is a really cool project that aims for adoption. That it's really important, because we need more people onboarding crypto right now. Because on bear markets, the people leaves the people lives and sell, but we need people jumping in back, okay, to adopt crypto. And I think it is so cool to make it simpler, because our target people and the people that wants to jump in is going to be more interested into make this step if it is easier. So yes, our main goal is to simplify crypto, and I think it is really, really needed.
And
I love that. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, if I can add to that, some of the conversations we're having with our partners in the DEX and CEX space, we have the ability on a CEX to infuse our technology and allow for users to either deposit or withdraw funds using our nickname. And so in talks with a couple of exchanges on that. And then on the DEX, we have a really unique feature involving contracts. I won't go into the specifics, but we make it a lot easier for users to get the correct contract address for DEXs, because if you've ever used one of those, you're kind of wondering like, hey, what's the contract address? And 10 people might send you the number, and you have to kind of sift through what the right one. You got to go look for it on CoinMarketCap just to verify that people are sending you correctly, because there's a lot of scammers out there. And so Enrique has developed a really cool feature, and you'll see that once we go live. So we're working on with our DEX partners on that one. I'm already in talk with a few of them. And so we're really trying to make the whole experience from, the naming to the web wallet to the SEX experience to the DEX experience, very simple. And the more people that adopt, I've been in talks with some layer ones. We're under an NDA right now, so I can't reveal a couple of them that we're talking to, but they're on board with the idea. They're excited about it. And so I can see this catching on like wildfire once we get rolling.
Yeah, let me tell you something. If I have the opportunity, if you think about your first experience with cryptocurrency, we all have experience in this world, but how many times have you come across a new exciting crypto project? You enter the website, you try to read the newspaper, the white paper, and it was like, Jesus Christ, I have to decipher here. I don't understand a thing, We believe that crypto and blockchain is far away from the common user, We wanted, and I think that we have made it successfully, to make this thing very approachable. If you read our newspaper, our white paper, from the perspective of somebody who's just familiar with computers or with technology but doesn't know anything about crypto, you're probably going to understand everything. And in our case, I think that that we all agreed that this project is searching for being useful to people. We want our product to be useful. We want to push for adoption, because once you have the possibility of doing something you are more familiar with, like any social media, you just go there, you just register your username, and then with just setting up just a few things, you can just send or receive crypto by using your username, or even do many more things. It's very scalable, and we think that the possibilities are endless. But this is the core. This is the core product, and we truly believe that it's something necessary. And we really want to. It's not only about the product itself. We want to communicate it in a way that everybody can understand it.
I agree with all you guys. I think it is necessary. The funny thing is, yesterday after the AMA, Mike and I and a couple more other people, we were talking about still, after all these years, still how so difficult it is for an average person to maneuver around the space, right? Which, prevent, because the barrier of entry right now is still pretty high, and it has an impact on adoptions, right? So you guys figured out a way to simplify it. and I love simplicity. They say simplicity is a form of sophistication and maturity, right? And 100% true. So I love how you guys approach it. I love the concept. So just to recap, so what the team is doing right here is, guys, so as we know, if you guys been through the space, you have different chains. You have the Ethereum, you have BSC, you have other bunch of chains on there. And an ordinary person who comes in the space, they have no idea. You need to have the wallet. You need to have to know about the change. You need to grab the contract. So what these guys are doing is that they want to create an identity through pretty much a username. And you're able to transact, receive, or send crypto just based off the username. Is that pretty much summed up there, guys?
Exactly.
Yeah. And one thing we haven't really mentioned is the NFT piece of it, because everybody loves NFTs. They're cool. They're fun to work with. We're giving utility to NFTs. So you can have your avatar, whatever your favorite NFT is, and you can edit that to add your loyalty rewards. You can add the chains that you want to be on. And so that's a really cool feature. And, Kim, who's our chief operating officer, we're working with the Isle of Man to do passports, documentations. So imagine your NFT working at your passport. That can be added to an NFT, and that's what we're working on.
Yeah,
the ecosystem that we can develop around our product is endless, almost endless, because at the beginning we are focusing into the naming and resolution services, okay? Make people simpler to make transactions. For example, if you want to withdraw some funds from Binance or from KuCoin, okay, you still have to fill the target address, okay? You have to ask for an address. You have to fill it there. But with our system integrated into A6, it will be as simple as type your nickname, okay? And the system will translate that nickname to an address, and you will receive the funds. I think that's much safer than use a normal address, because you can commit a mistake, you can copy the wrong one, it is hard. For example, the service that already Eric talked about, the naming service for token contract addresses, okay? For example, if you want to transfer or to play with the USDT on BSC, there is a contract, okay? On Ethereum, the contract is different. On Polygon, there is another one. On Arbitrum, on Avalanche, there are tons of contracts, okay? We are developing a service that you will be able to add all these contracts just typing, okay? Contract, for example, contract, USDT, Ethereum, okay? And it will retrieve the proper contract address. So we are aiming or are trying to avoid people committing mistakes, okay? So I think that's in order to have more adoption, it is important. And as Eric said, the utility of this is huge, because it is so easy to aim to experts, to crypto experts, okay, and have them on board. That's easy. But I think in our case, we are also looking to bring new people, fresh people to this world, because we think it is really important. So yeah, we are doing a lot of efforts regarding that.
And this might seem kind of random, but I just feel like this is really important for people listening, just to know, when they're looking for projects to look at and understand, is that, Enrique and we have our CTO, his name is Levinas. They are blockchain experts. We have blockchain experts in-house that know this stuff in and out. They've been doing it forever. A lot of projects outsource that stuff. And so one thing I've learned since my first day in crypto is that you have to have people that understand this through and through for a project to be successful. And we've seen projects today that we're talking to for partners that do not have that expertise. We almost know that they're going to fail because they do not have that in-house experience. And I can't emphasize enough when you're researching a project to make sure they have that. That's more important than anything.
Awesome. Now, I want to ask you guys questions now because it's so simple. right? And like you said, the contracts, the blockchain, the complexity that we have going on right now, and the technical knowledge that you need to know. Now you got to try to solve that, make it very simple. Now, what if those are listening right now asking the question, what if it's so simple to the point where, what if I accidentally mistype a letter? Do you guys have any safety measure in place, or maybe double confirm, etc., in place to avoid things like that?
That's a pretty interesting question because, we are going to provide the service, but the integration and how it is integrated into the final service is not in our hand. We are providing the resolution service, but if a second verification must be integrated by the services using us. But for example, we are working into a reputation system. Okay, an address that has been flagged before, like an scammer, is going to be showed by the service. Okay, so when you type an address, if that address has been if you type a username, that username has been flagged in the past as an scammer, the system is going to tell you that that nickname is dangerous. It is going to allow you, okay, to make the transfer, because we are decentralized and we cannot block anyone, and we are not going to do that, because we fully trust in decentralization. But the system is going to tell you that that address, for example, is not the correct one. But regarding a mistake, if you type it wrong, I think that a second verification must be implemented by the service integrating us, because if you click on a different number or something like that, it's going to be the same. I think that's a problem that doesn't have an easy solution, because we cannot guess who is the proper destinator, okay, the destiny of the transfer. Maybe it's going to be Eric, or maybe it's going to be Eric 21 or Eric 21 2. That's hard to solve.
In that case, it will be it's like an email, no? If you send an email to john@gmail.com, and it's you wanted to send it to John without the H at gmail.com, is going to be received by somebody else, right? That's always a possibility, but it's of course it's certainly more difficult to have to commit any mistake, by using just a username when you send or you receive crypto, than if you have to use these very long addresses. You have to guess or decide or check what chain under. It's like it's always better, and it's I think it's also going to be very useful for people who are away from this industry. It's like I'm thinking, and for example, if you are, I don't know, like content creator, or you are just like a non-profit organization, and you want to accept, like for example, donations. It's so easy. It's if you want to accept donations in crypto, and you are your target audience is not crypto friendly, and you say, oh, you can send me some Bitcoin in here, nobody's gonna do that. People are gonna believe, what the hell is this? Oh, Bitcoin. But if they just see that it's easy sending donations in crypto, because you just have to send it through a username, and it's a service that you can easily use. You just have to you can just do it like that. It's going to open the possibilities for everybody.
Yeah, very good point. And I think I had a first-hand experience with donation. I was actually part of a project, and we were giving money to a bunch of charities. And, I seeked out a bunch of like top charities or organization around the world, but none of these guys were in crypto. So I had to not only onboard them, walking with the steps, how to use the exchange, the wallet. It was a mess. It was a big mess. So this definitely will solve that issue for sure. And I'm pretty sure that regarding the safety measure, I'm pretty sure that it's not one of those like just one-click transaction. I mean, there's going to be a double confirmation. It's kind of like when you do an exchange PSC or Ethereum. You hit send, then you probably have to confirm it to double check your username, correct?
Exactly.
So it's not like one click.
Thinking about that, I think that would be nice to generate like a hash from every username. So if you want to double check that the username is real, the other part can send you that hash. Okay, so if it match, then that will be okay. So just for very important transfers or something like that. But there are things to, but it is not going to be as simple as like filling the name and press OK. But yeah, I can see some ways to avoid committing a mistake. But it's going to require communication with the other part to give you an auth code or something like that. But yeah, no, that's interesting.
That's a great idea.
But I think at the same time, if a user is the username is created within your platform, right? And let's say if I create Seattle, underscore crypto, then I think that username is already taken, right? So another person cannot create the same username, right?
No,
So therefore, right?
Every
So
username is unique. Yeah. Just
that,
once. So in the domains, for example, I don't like domains. Like I'm going to be honest, okay? I don't like ENS or unstoppable domains. I don't like domains because they are selling the same name hundreds of times, okay? Just changing the ending. I think in our case that your nickname is pretty unique, okay? It's like in Twitter or like in Telegram, it's just for you. Nobody's going to be called like you. For example, if you are USA Crypto, no? If you use domains, it can be USA Crypto .f. It can be USA Crypto .bsc,
and
BNB.
Also, Rico, hold on, and also we will be having the same problem that we want to avoid, because who's familiar with domain? Internet people who know who have some sort of knowledge. They are familiar with domains, but there are many people out there, that they don't even know, they have never registered a domain in their lives, but they do have Facebook, they do have Twitter, they do have Instagram, they know what it is to register a username,
Right.
So, or an identity in social network, this would be the same. Yeah,
absolutely. And you know why? I think that the value of unique username is bigger in our case than using domains. If you I don't know, if you are the owner of, I don't know, Michael Jackson, let's say random name. If you have that username, it is going to be pretty unique. Okay, it's going to be the only one. There are not going to be a tons of domains using the same one. So I think it is more the value of that username is going to be good if you want just to trade it, okay, or sell it or later. As an investment, we can see something that is really good. So I think yes, we are in the proper way.
All right, I got one more questions for you before we go onto your futures and utility. Now, I mean, evidently you guys have something very special here, right? Now, what if, Rico, what if you launch this project and Eric's going out there for a bunch of partnerships and Alf is doing all the marketing, it blows up. People look at your project like, wow, you know what, this is very special. I'm going to copy exactly what they're doing. Now, you have two different projects with the same foundation, same structure. Did you guys have any kind of proprietary design that can withhold other people copying? And how do you prevent? What if there's a problem like that arise? Now you have two different projects with the same username. What if that happens?
Right. That's we have thought a lot regarding that, because it is true that everything can be copied. Okay, and you can't copyright technology like this because it is so abstract and it is not easy to go through. And we don't believe that being copyrighted or being having a private code will be good for the ecosystem. So we think that be open source and allowing all the changes and all the companies to check our code and check how safe it is and how good it works. It is going to be better than close it to avoid anyone making a copy. This world, it is, I don't know how many coins how many crypto coins exist, like thousands, and most of them are useless. Okay, doesn't give any utility to the ecosystem. But I think in our case, being the first, having this great idea and working really, really hard to attract partnerships, it is going to be a differentiation if others can't doing the same. But honestly, we cannot avoid other projects coming and doing the same. It is what it is.
Right. Now, the thing that you guys have going on with you guys are a first mover, right? So that means is that, usually first mover, you're going to have to make a huge impact in being quick, right? Usually every business is speed, and speed is everything in this type of environment, right? Now we know that, those have been around the crypto space. We know that the ENS, which is the Ethereum server name, would you say that would be your biggest competition? And if it is, what? Oh, I think I got cut off there. Ethereum server name, I think a lot of people know what that is, right? They've been around. Would you say that is your biggest competition? And if they are, what differentiate you guys?
Regarding the competition, ENS is it's really different. It is so focused on EVM chains. It is also compatible with other chains, but it is not simple. It is not simple. You have to renew your username all the time. To buy a username, you have to go through an auction. Okay, it is not direct. You can't buy it directly or instantly. Okay, it requires an auction. Maybe unstoppable domains, and they are good, but they are not decentralized. Okay, they are not fully decentralized. They have some of the most common names are not allowed to be registered without paying like a huge amount. For example, if you want to register John, ending with whatever domain, I think it costs like $10,000, something like that. So I think it is expensive, really expensive, not decentralized. It is not safe because the way you retrieve the metadata to retrieve the foreign chains, I think it is not safe, can be hacked. Our tech is really different. It's based in ownership, that it's really difficult to hack. And I don't know, I can't see any other project doing what we are doing, and of course not doing it in the way we want to do it. So yeah, we're nothing new, but the way we are addressing it, I think it is quite groundbreaking. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think you guys have a very different approach to ENS for sure. 100%. They're doing it a different way. Yeah, thanks for that, Rico.
I think. Yeah, my mother will be unable to register an ENS domain 100%, but I'm quite sure he's going to be able to register a self name. So yeah, that's a huge gap.
Very well put. You're right. You're correct. You guys are so much more simplified and very more efficient. And I think more effective as well. Awesome, guys. I appreciate that, the introductions and the breakdown of your vision there. All right. So now I know you guys have a bunch of features for your project and also the utilities. Go ahead, and what would you guys like to speak on first?
Yeah. You want me just to go over like the high level what the utilities are? So at the core function, and when we go live in May, we'll have the username purchases that you can buy. We'll have staking available for members with a competitive rate. Eventually, we'll have NFT upgrades for adding utility to our NFTs. We'll collect fees off of secondary sales. So if you want to sell your username or you want to sell your NFT, we'll have a marketplace for the usernames. Eventually, we'll have an auction and potentially a lottery system available. And we'll also have documentation services for those NFTs. And there's much more other things in the pipeline, but those are some of the ones that are early in the roadmap. We've also talked about, real life purchases in that. And so the sky's the limit. And then whatever partnerships that come down come down the pipe will also have utilities on top of those. Because like the pro football team, soccer for USA people, not football like NFL. So the team we're talking to is talking about ticket sales. That would be huge, and some fan aspects for that program. So we're really excited about those talks, and because that'll be huge for our project.
Regarding the development, and we have on launch, we are going to have almost everything developed, okay? Because some crypto projects, start to collect funds, and the development lasts for years, and sometimes ending with no product at the end. We didn't want to go live until having a fully working product, okay? Our token is not going to be you won't be able to trade our token until the launch, okay? So we're going to buy something, or you are going to sell something that really works, okay? I think that's important, okay? Even more on crypto, because there are a lot of projects that are fraud or are scam, so we wanted to avoid that. But regarding the development, we're going to be, as I said, a fully working product, but we will have the token contract naming service live on launch. We are already working into a MetaMask modification in order to allow you to use our usernames from scratch. We will try to partner with them in order to be official, but we're going to have a modified version just in case you want to use it. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of things on launch that I think is important, okay? Because you are not like investing into smoke, it is something that you can touch, you can use, and that's important.
Awesome. Now, will you guys ultimately, Rico, having your own wallet? Because I think, I guess I have to really think through your project, but I definitely see down the line where the wallet itself is just a name, right? Just a name of the username. I definitely see that, ultimately. And is that something that maybe down the line where instead of just a user ID, but then pretty much just, I guess it's in a way it's kind of same. It's the same thing, isn't it?
I have been working on live, as I said, that it's a wallet, okay, that use usernames, but the username that you buy there is stuck, okay, to that just that wallet. That I think it is more interesting to develop a service that can be integrated for everyone, okay? So our naming system can be integrated into Live, can be integrated into MetaMask, can be integrated into Trust Wallet, can be integrated on exchanges, okay? Binance, KuCoin, even on PancakeSwap, Uniswap, okay? You can use our naming system instead of use token contract addresses. So I think our target, it's endless, okay? It is huge. We can be everywhere. So I think it is more important to develop a service than a final wallet.
Now that you put it that way, 100%, I think you're able to scale up more, approaching with that approach where you utilizing the existing wallets and platform out there, instead of trying to build your own and trying to bring in your own demographic of people, investors, because the existing space is already out there. So I love that approach and answer, man. Awesome. Now, Eric, you spoke on about the auctions. Can you expand on that a bit more on the auctions on the utility there? What does that entail? What does that auction mean?
So basically on a marketplace, so let's say that you buy the username USA Crypto, and you're like, okay, I've had it for a while and I wanna make some money off of it. You can list it on there as an auction site, and people can bid to have it just like an NFT auction on OpenSea, basically.
This is kind of reminds me of, let's say, if for those that are listening, like kind of like those the regular website domains, right? GoDaddy, etc., right? And so people buy the domains because they find value into it, and they resell for a lot of money. Now, it's the same way as this. Now, except for its decentralization and crypto, we're beginning of it. So if you are able to lock in a very valuable username, you can resell back for a lot of money.
Yeah,
right?
and
Definitely.
that's why we're like super excited, and so many potential partners to talk to. But Enrique said that our name can be used anywhere, and so we're talking to not just EVM chains, like non-EVM chains, like it can be implemented across the board. And so if we get a lot of adoption, then these names could have a crazy amount of value because you can use it across the whole crypto space. So it's really a project that's trying to bring all of this stuff together.
It is a massive project, and I definitely see the vision. You got a lot of work to do there, Alf and Eric. Yeah.
I have thousands and thousands of emails out for projects. I mean, it's endless because you have to navigate it. Just like Enrique said, you have to navigate all the projects on CoinMarketCap and Gecko and just research them and make sure they're legit and meet with the team. And so it's just constant phone calls and just getting to know the project to see if it's worth it.
We have a very good relation with big crypto projects like Polygon, for example, or KuCoin. They are up to date about what are we doing, because you know what, it is important talk about the safety. Okay, how safe will be to use self? Okay, because someone can think, or I don't know, for example, hey, but what if Elon Musk register his nickname, okay, and then you change the address where that nickname points, okay? We won't be able to do that. It's impossible, and you will be able to check in our source code that that's impossible. It's 100% safe, and I think that's also important to say this and to explain this to all the potential partnerships, because they want to have and to use something that is safe, and it is really, really, really safe. Even more than any other naming project, because as I said, we are focused, our strength is because we are focused into the ownership. We don't use metadata to retrieve the final address. So that's pretty genuine, okay? That's really, really safe. In fact, we are going to launch a few weeks before launch. We are going to make a bounty bag, okay? We're going to make a bag with a big bag, and we will call hackers, okay, to try to hack our system, and we are going to give the money if someone is able to change or to hack it. So we are pretty confident it is going to be impossible, but let's see.
And one thing I'd like to chime in on that as well is one of the reasons that we created this project is because crypto, the reason it hasn't received mass adoption is because it's a scary place, right? There's a lot of noise going on in the world today around crypto. And we kind of got together and you know what? We're going to be fully doxed. We're going to bring professionalism. We're going to bring accountability. We're going to bring transparency. And that's our focus. Like we want to up the bar for crypto projects in that realm. And we're going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, seeing you guys here doxing yourself, right, it speaks volumes to the investors. You guys are serious about the project, right? And Rico just mentioned that they will bring a big bag for bounty to hack the system. So hopefully it's $1 million there, Rico. I'm not a hacker, but I'll even try if you bring $1 million.
Also, guys, I don't know if you have mentioned this before in the beginning because I missed it. Sorry, but the reception so far has been quite good. We had already our two first pre-sales. They worked really well. First one sold out in less than 8 hours. Second one sold out in less than 3. We have the third and last pre-sale next week, Friday. And also we have revealed and we have shown to the community a video of how the prototype is working recently. Recently we announced that there's going to be a staking platform, and more or less how it's going to work. So yeah, pretty excited, about everything is working out already, and also really happy to see, as Rico said, for us it's very important for us to see things are really moving regarding development, and we wanted to go public with a ready product, a working product, and this is the way it's going to be. It's for us, there's no other choice. We want it to be like that.
Yeah, this is one of those projects where I really want you guys to succeed, right? Because I think you guys are actually solving an issue within the crypto space. Now, is it going to be hard? Definitely. I think it's going to be hard. I think it has to do with a lot of raising awareness, adoptions, right? But just like anything that is needed, it's never smooth sailing, right? You got to put in the work. But I think the vision, the mission is there for sure, and it's needed, it's necessary. All right, so the NFT, you guys will have the NFT, you guys will have the auctions. Is there anything else you want to speak on the utility, guys, before we go to the futures that you guys also have there?
No, I think that's all, more or less.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Now, you guys have a bunch of futures. You have the avatar enhanced Web3 identity. You got your loyalty storage documentation. Can we speak on those a bit?
What you want? You want to make a specific question?
Yeah, let's talk about the loyalty card storage. What is that about?
No, yeah, as it is going to be an identity. Okay, it can work and it can store, because NFTs is related to metadata. You can store as much metadata as you want on an NFT. It depends on the development, but in our case, well, you will be able to store some certain loyalty cards, coupons, discounts. So if you connect to a service using your self ID, you will be able to have discounts. Okay, so we can work with final companies in order to offer these discounts to our username. So I think it's going to help with adoption. Okay, because right now Web3, it is not it's not spread as it should be. Okay, it is still for validation and identification. We are still in a Web 2, okay, environment. Most of the banking system and the most security-focused companies are still using Web 2 identification methods. But I think in the near future, we are going to move into Web 3. I'm 100% sure that in the future, we are going to use digital identities based in Web 3, okay, to make all this transaction and all this verification. So that's what we are trying to do right now. It is hard because, again, it takes time to move into this kind of system. But I'm quite sure that it will arrive. So, yeah, we are trying to have an identity and to have everything centralized, even loyalty cards, sport tickets, concerts, everything like that, to try to be centralized in our identity, so you can, using just your nickname, you are able to do all these things. So yes.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. I think that's a great move, right? I think ultimately, that's just a natural progressions of your project is eventually onboarding businesses, right? And I could definitely see a relationship between client, with the simplicity of being able to just transfer to a username of that business, whether that's, let's say, Apple, at Apple, bam, bam, transact very easily. And there's incentive with that loyalty program that you guys have going on there. So yeah, I definitely see the vision of that as well. Documentation, what is that about there, Rico?
The documentation, it is going to be really easy to integrate our service, because it's going to be a RPC call, okay, to a certain node. Right now, it's going to be a RPC call targeting Polygon, okay, a Matic. You will be asking our smart contract for a nickname, so the documentation is going to be easy. We are going to have an API, okay, with all the commands that are supported by our service, and it's going to be really detailed, and it's going to be open to anyone, not just to developers, okay? Also for usernames, because just in case you want to go more deeply. But yeah, we are working into the documentation at the same time we are developing, just to have everything at the same time. Sometimes you develop something and then after finishing you build the documentation, but we are doing everything at the same time, just in case we have to publish it fast or to share it fast with a partnership. So yeah, the documentation is really important, and the best thing is going to be really easy to integrate our system. Just a few lines of code, and that's all.
Awesome. That makes sense. All right. Now, the avatar enhanced Web3 identity. Pretty much just like an avatar that can be used across all Web3. Is that what it is?
Yeah, we'll be able to choose your own avatar. We are also, you will work with artists to make specific collections, okay? So maybe, I don't know, let's say Lakers or LA Lakers. Maybe we can work with them and we can launch a specific usernames, okay? Maybe starting with LA. And then we can have a specific avatar for that usernames with, I don't know, with a frame, with a thematic with of the Lakers. Yeah, we want to focus into that, because it is important for everybody to have an identity, and identities are usually visual. Okay, it is not just the username. People wants to have a visual identity that represent them. So yeah, we will support avatars too.
Yeah. Also, we were.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. No. Yeah. I was just going to say that one of the partnerships we are working on is artificial intelligence integration. For the avatars. So once you register your self-identity, you can generate an avatar by using something. I can point to the example of Midjourney, because probably you guys know about it, but something similar.
Okay, so I'm assuming that all this avatar will be in the form of an NFT, where it has your own unique ID or address contract that's tied to it as well, right? It cannot be replicated or copied, correct?
Yeah, it'll be like an NFT hub type thing. We call it the dashboard right now, but it'll be the center of your crypto experience. Yeah,
I mean, this is, I definitely see your vision as far as your big ecosystem. It's definitely you guys want to create a definitely. I mean, like your statement says, Web3 identity. Yeah, man, I think it's your vision is massive. It's massive. Yeah. It's actually when a person look at it, and it's very massive, and the scalability is unlimited, right? It's unlimited as far as how far you can scale this up to.
That's key. We want to be on a standard. That's all. We want to be on a standard. With all that standard means and represents, being on a standard. Yeah, that's what we want to do.
Yeah, man, I love the vision, man. I love the vision. But Eric and Alf, you guys got work to do, man. This is a big ecosystem.
Definitely.
One thing I wanted to mention, since Alf mentioned AI, so this is part of the vision. And so we're looking into where, like, how does that NFT dashboard interact with you? I had a call with one of the AI players in the space, and some of their technology is pretty amazing on how the AI can interact with you with voice commands and whatnot. So that's something that we're definitely exploring as well, as to where if I said, hey, avatar, send 2 BTC to Enrique, that it would do that command. That's all being R&D. But some of the technology I've seen is pretty cool that exists already in this space.
Yeah, with the chat GPT that's happening right now, I definitely can see that. I mean, that'd be a smooth transition on, how smart chat GPT is now, right?
Yep, it's amazing.
It is amazing. It is amazing. All right, guys. Well, I think with that, now I want to cover the basic stuff. Now, earlier, Alf, you mentioned that you guys had 2 rounds already, and the first one sold out in 8 hours, and the second one sold out in 3 hours. And you guys are on your third one right now. Could you speak on how many have you raised so far, and what is the total goal?
I don't remember exactly the amounts. Rico, you probably know.
So it's
14 millions, right, of self tokens are going to be available for the third round.
Yeah,
For the third round, but can you tell, because I don't remember exactly the amount, how much we have raised already in the first and second pre-sale?
In the first one was like 170,000, I think was. The second one was sorry, Eric.
So it's close to like 367,000 between the two. Like the first sale was 165,000 and the second sale was 214,500. I'm the finance guy, so just
I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm sorry.
Thank you, man.
And so I'm just 400,000 with the first two sales. The next sale, like Rike said, was like 34 million less, some set aside for promotions, and so it'll be a bit less than that. We already have enough. We have enough to cover our development and way well into 2024. So now really the goal is to cover like exchange expenses, marketing, and things like that are crucial, because if you want to be on some of the top exchanges, it costs a lot of money. That's just the name of the game. So that's really what we're going after in that space. We have talked to some venture capitalists, but we've kind of backed off of that a little bit, just with the nature of the market, because the raises have been going so well. So we're going to keep putting those out there, and that's where that money is going to be going towards, is basically the exchange part and the marketing part. And also to ramp up development. The more we raise, the more devs we can hire and get the vision out there even quicker. But we're fully covered no matter what happens as of today.
Yeah, we think that having a worst case scenario budget will be enough for us. So we are not asking for millions. We are just the minimal amount in order to go live with enough guarantees. Of course, having more will allow my team to have much more developers and go faster. But we aren't in a rush. We want to go step by step, doing the things properly. But I think we're going to be okay with our current budget. It is not big, but it is enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys pretty successful in your 2 rounds there. I mean, one sold out in 8 hours and 3 hours, the second one, and you guys on your third one right now. And Eric mentioned around $360,000. That's quite a bit. That's not bad, right? I think just entering barely into the bull. So I think considering what you guys been through with the bear market and a lot of contagions going on, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good number.
This one is going to be the last pre-sale, so and it is almost the commitment. I think is over the requested amount, right, Eric? I think everything is committed at the moment. I don't know if
it's like close to 100,000.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be sold in a matter of minutes, I think. But yeah, we are so happy. We won't make any more pre-sales. Yeah, and then we will go live or launch. Okay, so we will be open to anyone. But yeah, this is going to be the last one.
Okay, and we will, and that the last round right now is still live, correct?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yes.
Okay, we will. I think we have that on the banner. We will pin that, guys. So if you guys are interested in the project, make sure. Now, is this like a whitelist type of thing, Rico or Eric, Alf, or can anybody buy in?
Yeah. We have a whitelist. It's a very easy, process you can go through. If you just come to our Telegram group, there's a form, and you just have to be whitelisted. But apart from that, it's it's very easy. It's through Genpad, so I think that probably guys you are familiar with the platform. So really easy for everybody.
No KYC, fully decentralized.
Exactly. Awesome. We'll pin as well after this AMA here. Awesome. Now, are you guys doxed in KYC?
Yes.
I'm just messing with you guys.
Yeah. With Azure.
So the team is apparently doxxed there, guys. So I think they're very serious about the projects. Now, okay, audit. Rico, you touch on that. You will have like a bounty to see whether anyone can hack through your system. So I mean, you guys will also get that audited, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, we are certified by Certic. We have no major findings, and so it was a really good.
Not even minor. Not major, not critical, not minor.
Yeah, I meant to say
that's important, you know.
Oh, you guys got a Certic audit. Is that what you said?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
man,
the first one, okay, just the first one. But yeah, no findings, just informational that are not important, but not minor, not major, not critical. Nothing. So yeah, that it is the first one. We're going to require a lot more, okay? But will be in the future when having the code ready. But yeah, we are already audited by 30. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't even see that on the banner for your website. That is a feature that you guys should include on your website, because a lot of investors out there, I mean, they're not 100% safe, but people do look for that Certic audit, right? And it shows them you guys are serious about the project, just like how you guys are doxing. That should be blasted everywhere. But yeah, great job on that, man. I didn't even know that. So that's awesome.
I thought it was already on the website. So I'll get on that ASAP.
Yeah. Totally right.
No, that audit, that Certic audit, that should give you guys an extra at least 80K, I think, if you want to raise money, I believe. All right, guys. Well, now when will be the launch date? And just to recap, what will be ready on launch?
So we're going to have the MVP, which is our naming service. We're going to have staking. We're going to have the bridge, and we're going to have the username marketplace. Ricky, did I get that right?
Yes, that's right. We will also have the Telegram bot that is going to be able to resolve names, okay, on live. You will be able to invite our bot to your channel, so you will have this service on your channel. We will also have the token contract naming service that is going to avoid you to having to fill token contract addresses on each chain, for each chain. So yeah, we have a lot scheduled to be ready for launch.
Awesome. Now, what is the launch date there, Rico?
The 31 of May.
The 31 of May, not March, right?
Yeah, that's around the corner.
May 31st.
31st, yes.
Yeah.
So you look at a little bit less than 2 months there, right?
Yep.
Perfect. All right. Now let's touch on the token metric a bit. Is there anything that we need to know on that, like the total supplies, and are the taxes on that as well? And if there is, what are the allocations for those?
There's no taxes on any of the sales.
Nice.
There's no taxes. Nice. Yes, and you can check our tokenomics in our website, selfcrypto.io. Yes, we have we have a link to our Git book, okay, there, and you can check everything regarding the tokenomics, the distribution, the pre-sales, the prices, launch date. There are a lot of documentation already there that it's pretty interesting.
Now, you mentioned earlier, Rico, that you guys, some of the money, or maybe Eric, you guys want to use it for the top sex exchanges, etc. Is there any that you guys have thought about or anything in mind yet?
I mean, like with any exchanges, like you can't disclose that information. But I have contacts with tier 1s and tier 2s that I'm actively speaking to.
Awesome. And you're correct on that, LB. And I love how you guys treat this as a very professional, the way to approach things, right? So your professionalism, that's how it should be. Awesome, guys. I think we pretty much covered everything, guys. Did we miss anything?
I don't think so.
I don't know if the guys have a specific question or anything, but I think it's more or less everything has been covered, I think.
One thing is we're always available in our Telegram chat and our Discord. We're very reachable and open. So I posted the Telegram link in your guys' chat if anybody wants to join and check us out. So you guys can ask us questions whenever you want.
Yeah, we already did that in our previous projects. We are always online. We are anybody can open me a DM or asking anything. Okay, and our Telegram channel. If you have a question or if you want something, we are going to be there. Not even now, we will be in the future. It doesn't matter if we succeed or not. Okay, we're going to be there always because we think that we have been all of us have been investors in a lot of projects. Okay, and we know how good is when a team is supportive and communicative. Okay, with you, that's really important. So any question you may have, feel free to ask or feel free to open me a DM and I will answer. That's not a problem. We all.
Yeah. So at this point here, Mike's been keep tracking a bunch of questions in the room. He's going to come on and he's going to ask a few questions away if you guys don't mind. Is that okay?
Awesome. Yeah, sure.
All right, Mike, you there, brother?
I sure am. Hold on, let me join this video party here. What's up, guys? There we go. All right. First off, if anybody wants to ask a question on voice here, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask your questions. But I'm going to jump into some of the text questions as we do have quite a few. First one is coming from Roderick. It's about your staking. I know this isn't available yet, but will it be the type of staking where it's flexible? You can decide on how long the lock period is, and is there going to be a early unstaking fee?
Okay, regarding the staking platform, we haven't specified what is going to be the final deployment, but we think that it's going to be flexible. Okay, and all the APR is going to be shared across the whole pool. So the more people is staking, the lower will be the APR, and the less people is staking, the bigger will be. So it's going to be adapt. It's going to adapt to the total of people staking. We plan to have it flexible with no locking. Okay, but we are also considering that offer some lock-in tiers, okay, in addition to having a bigger APR, okay. Also, people participating on pre-sales is going to receive a bonus, okay. So if you have participated into the pre-sale and you stay with that same address, you will get a little boost in your rewards. So yes, we want to do it like everything, okay, not just be flexible, that also have lock-in plans.
Appreciate that answer there, Rico. Next question is rolling in from Ben White. It's a question on the NFTs. Will these NFTs be upgradable? And if they are, what type of tiered features would they have?
That's interesting. Because we want to plan. I know it is normal to have questions and to have doubts, but at the beginning we are going to be just focused into the MVP product. But yeah, we plan to give more services to the NFTs. So yeah, it will be a kind of upgrade. But yeah, we'll be trying to upgrade the service with more functionalities. Okay, but at the beginning we just focused into the MVP. That's going to be the naming resolution service, the avatar thing, be able to trade the NFT, and that's all. We are going to release a roadmap, okay, after launching with all the stages we are going to go through, and the more services we will be adding in time. But at the beginning, we just want to focus into the MVP product because there are a lot of people asking for more. Hey, you should do that, and why not doing this other thing? It is like overwhelming. We can do a lot of things. As I said several times, the there are endless functionalities we can add to this service, but we want to go step by step and start from the beginning, okay, to just deliver a solid product that is going to grow in time.
Okay, perfect. Appreciate that. Next one is coming in from Random Guy. Appreciate that name. Is with the existence of an easy transaction in the self ecosystem, it would also be amazing if the team could consider having an automated time-based transaction initiator, such as this will automatically carry out a transaction once an already set time has elapsed. This is something you would be considering.
I haven't heard some part because you have like a echo. Yes. I think I'm missing something when you told Mike. I have lost something.
He's asking if we're going to be like an automatic transaction service, like like if I wanted to pay you monthly, Enrique, like $100 a month, but I'm assuming it's no because we're not a transaction service.
You mean recurrent payments?
Exactly. Yeah.
I can pay rent monthly type thing.
Yeah, but for recurring payments, I think it is not in. I mean, you can use our service to make recurrent payments, okay? But we are not to be the ones developing that, okay? You will be able to pay to a certain nickname on a monthly basis, a certain amount, but that will be done by the payment service. We just provide the naming resolution service, okay? But yeah, you can do that with our system, of course. That and way more. What you want, in fact.
Perfect. Sorry about that echo. I think it was coming from my cell phone here. I just shut that off. And yeah, it perfectly answered his question here as well, because he had an example of being able to send my brother John 200 weekly or 200 monthly. So that was a perfect answer. Appreciate that. Let me take a look here, guys. We do have quite a few more. Sometimes I gotta reload Telegram because it doesn't want to load right.
You are looking for the more complex one, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we do have probably about 50 questions in here, so I try to pick and choose the best ones because there's no way I can read all 50 questions there. This one's coming in from Raymond. As I understand that you have a vetted team that will be available to help assist in project development. With this, I have seen developers run projects. What type of insurance are you giving the people?
I couldn't hear what he said. Can you repeat it?
Yes, I'm sorry. This was actually probably speaking on your audits there. Kind of insurance giving to the investors, which you did clarify earlier. You have one CertiK audit, which is already complete, and but you have not audited the other parts, is what you said also earlier, Rico?
Yeah, we have been. Sorry, Rico.
No. Go on. I don't want to be the only one talking.
No. I just was going to say that we have been also verified in KYC by Assure, and apart from the CertiK audit, because CertiK it's looking more into the product or the code itself, and we are fully doxed. It's like we are. Real people, we are not. Our first interest from the beginning, we wanted the community, and not only. We are here now, Eric, Rico, myself, but Alan, Kimberly, Levinos. We are approachable. It's like you can talk to us. We have a name and surname. We are real people. We have a CV, we have a background, we didn't came out of nowhere, and so it's I think that this is also something that I really value, when I am in developing some interest in some certain crypto project, and I understand that for people it's also important, and we wanted to give them that guarantee, that they can trust us.
Of course, we also respect the privacy. Some people doesn't want to be public, and they do amazing jobs. Okay, that's not an issue. But in our case, we think that it also adds an extra layer of confidence and reputation to the project that I think it is good.
Perfect. Appreciate that. Let me go up to Jaden here. Actually, that one was already answered. Coming down to Austin Christopher here is, and I know we spoke on this a little bit earlier about having only one username per user. So did the team consider having all the user ID in either capital letters or small letters to make it easier for the users to know the nature of all the user IDs in order to carry out their transactions without making a simple mistake such as a capital letter or a lowercase letter?
We want to allow capital letters. We are going just using low caps because it is a safety problem. Okay, because sometimes a capitalized I, for example, is like an L, like a low cap L. So there are a lot of tricks that scammers can do with nicknames. So we won't allow any capital letters, just low caps, okay? So, and underscores and numbers, sorry. Low caps letters, names, and underscore. And nothing else, because we think that adding more symbols or more things will allow scammers to make, bad things. So we are always focusing into safety, but yeah, that's it.
Perfect. And we see that here all the time on Telegram as well, as you'll have that small variation between just exactly what you said, either an O or a 0 or an I or a lowercase L. And we see it all the time. People try to come in and get their free giveaways that never was awarded to them. It's
a pain in the ass.
It happened to us. We have suffered from that.
We have suffered that on Twitter on a giveaway. There was a winner. We announced a winner, and someone registered like a lightning fast Twitter account with I don't know if it was an L or something like that. And hey, I'm the winner. And we lost $100 there. So we need self. We need self to avoid this. Yes, 100%.
100%. Yeah, I appreciate that. And same thing. This was actually just yesterday as well. Someone had quickly made a quick alt account with changing out an O to a 0. And of course, I always reach out to all the giveaway members. So I'm instantly, nope, you're banned. You're out of my group. See you later. And then blasted them in the main chat. Fuck those guys. Excuse me.
Yeah, the motherfuckers, they are really creative, but we
incredible.
Really
they deserve the money. Some of them, I promise, guys, they deserve the money. So because you say sometimes, come on, man. When did you think about this? It is genius, But
it's insane.
It is. Moving on to his second question here is, will there be a maximum number of wallet addresses a single a single user ID can accommodate, or will this be an endless amount?
There is no limit about the nicknames you can register. Yeah. For example, you can have a nickname with your real name, or you can have another one like user numbers, okay? To be unknown, no, there is no limit on how many nicknames can you register or being linked to an address, okay? Maybe you can have one for each address you own or wherever. No, there is no limit. Decentralized.
Yeah, it's up to you as a user. It's like, of course, but as Rico said before, if you as an individual want to register, let's say 1,000 names, you can do that. But of course, if you try to do that for in order or intended to commit some fraud or something, we will have this reputation system that may flag you.
100%, yeah. And let's see. Here's his last question. Austin here, still the same person. Is the whole project analysis is really easy and simple to understand, but we all love education. Will it be a short video where all the transaction steps of using and creating a user ID, et cetera, right down the line for clarification for anybody just coming in?
Yeah, so we're going to have like a whole like section of education material, not just for our project, but crypto in general. And that's something we're also exploring on the AI front. I mean, I kind of have a cool idea where what if, you know, if we have like CZ pop down and you ask them a question and like, hey, how do I buy BUSD? And a video comes up and shows you how to do that. So that's another feature of AI that you can play with.
Our COO, who is Kimberly, she loves all these like academy and educational videos. She's pushing us a lot to make this. But yeah, we are going to have a specific section in our webpage that is going to cover and be filled with videos, okay, addressing almost everything, not just our project, like Eric said, but everything regarding crypto that we may think that it's interesting.
In fact, I mean, it's of course it's something very basic now, but Kimberly recorded a very nice demo, you know, of how our prototype works, you know. So we published that on in our Twitter profile. So anybody that you can just go there and check how the process of registering a name works, you know, and how can you check what names has been registered, etc. You know, it's there. You know, we have already published that.
We also published a video in order to how to participate into a pre-sale with all the steps you have to do. So we really like videos. Yes.
That's perfect. You know, I absolutely love educational pieces as well. You know, it's just too many people out there who are just completely unfamiliar. You know, it's not bad to kind of work your way making a wallet. But then, you know, going to buy even something on a sex exchange, that's not too bad either. Then you start getting into the DeFi, the pancake swap, and that's where things get tricky with trying to onboard the new investors. So all those educational pieces are absolutely key, and I love that.
I agree, absolutely, 100%.
Next question is coming in from Jason from the community is, do you have a vesting period? And is there any sort of plans for the early investors on your maybe sale 1, sale 2, that gave them some sort of slight advantage over launch price as well? And if they were, what were those differences?
You want me to cover that? Or so
yes.
So round 1 and round 2 have a 25% vesting schedule. So those holders get 25% of their tokens on launch and then 25% per quarter. Round 3 will have daily vesting on the same 12-month schedule. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah. And you said there was a third round as well, which is coming up. There'll be no vesting on that?
Yes, it will be daily. It will be tokens will unlock it on a daily basis. So in 100 days, you'll have all your tokens unlocked.
Perfect, makes sense. Let me take a look through here. A lot of these are already questioned, though. It was very, very thorough AMA for sure. There might be a little bit too early to speak on, but for the staking, do you have any sort of ideas of what the APY or APR will be?
We don't have a final. We haven't taken a final decision regarding this, but it's going to be low. Okay, we don't like inflation. Higher APRs could sound good at the beginning, but it usually ends with a hyperinflation projects that ends with a price being zero. In our case, it's going to be good, okay, but it's going to be low, okay, just like I don't know, something around 10%. We can see any higher like that, maybe a slightly boost for the pre-sale investors, okay, but it's going to be low. It's going to be really, really low because we don't want to hurt the project in the long term.
Yeah, and one thing I'll add is, as we're talking about, the 8 to 10% range and the benefit of like the people that buy in pre-sale, one of the NFT utilities eventually down the line could be a boost to staking. And so if you think about it in how the auction house works, right? Let's say we come out with an NFT that gives you a 5% boost to staking, and we only make 2 of them. You can imagine that those could shoot high in value on an auction house and create demand for the project.
And we are also pretty confident regarding that the price of the token is going to be good. In fact, to purchase nicknames, to buy nicknames, you are going to need to have self tokens. So the buy pressure on the token is going to be really, really high. Okay. So we are pretty confident regarding the price. So people staking is going to be earning not just the price increase of the token, but a certain percent that is going to be on the top of that. So I think it will be cool if you want to lock your tokens or to stake your tokens. It's going to be a good decision. But yeah, it's going to be low. Okay.
Perfect. And with staking the tokens there, I'd assume it's going to be only in native tokens is what you'll be receiving, or there'll be some sort of maybe BUSD or BNB or etc. down the line to receive back in staking.
No, you will receive the self tokens. In fact, we have set apart a percentage of self tokens that will be the ones to be rewarded into the staking platform. So yeah, it will be self tokens. Of course, you will be able to sell or do whatever with them after collect them, the rewards. But yes, will be self tokens.
Yes. Hey, Ben White, do you have a question there? No, there you go. All right, next question. This will be one of the last ones here too. I got a corned beef dinner to get to. Roy Rivers here is asking about your NFTs. Do you have a set quantity of what you will be minting, or will this be a endless supply?
No, there's a little bit limit. We are doing some testing regarding escalating, okay? Because probably we're going to have a fragmentation for the NFT smart contract, but having a main one coordinating and acting as our first resolver that will forward you to secondary ones. But we don't have any limit as of now. We will be, if there is a limit, we will split them between different smart contracts, but having a main one running them.
Perfect, makes sense. And do you have any sort of idea what these NFTs might cost as a base cost?
The cost, yeah, we are going to be running on Polygon, Matic, okay? We are in conversation with them, with the team directly. So we are going to use Polygon. The gas fees in Polygon are not big, are good enough. It's going to be cheap regarding gas fees. And the cost of the usernames are going to be as cheap as $10. The basic ones, worth in self tokens. I think they are affordable.
Perfect. One of the last questions that I'll kick at you guys here, and I think we touched on this a little bit earlier, is a partnership. Who's some of the bigger partnerships that you guys have landed so far and hoping to onboard in the future? I believe that's probably for you, Eric, there.
Well, so we've had a lot of conversations. We obviously can't talk about those specifically, but we are in talks with, like I said before, like a major football, soccer organization that'll be pretty important to the project once that's landed.
Yeah, we are also in conversations with Tier 1 exchanges. We cannot disclose them, but we have good relations with a lot of them from previous projects. I don't know, I can say, KuCoin, Binance, I can say a lot. Okay, that's nothing, it's final, and how this works. It will be announced on time because there will be a non-disclosure agreement with them. So we cannot disclose that. But we are in conversation with a lot of them, directly conversations. Okay, they are excited, some of them, for having us and to work with us. As I said, we are in talk with Polygon. We can say that they are willing to help us to develop our project and providing us as what we may need. But yeah, we are going to have big partnerships. As I said, Eric, we are in talks with a Premier League football team that we will probably close that partnership. I don't know if close is okay. We are going to arrange a partnership with them, like a 99.99% probability.
You already gave a big clue by saying Premier League, Rico.
Yeah, okay, but there are 20, you know?
Yeah.
And just to kind of give a little more in that is that we're talking to AI projects, lending projects, a few layer ones, DEXs, like Rico said, different CEXs. So there's a wide range of groups that we have currently talked to.
Yeah. Also, we are pretty excited about some of these partnerships. Some of them we can say that they have already been done, but we want to be cautious, with the announcements, because we are close to go public, and of course, this is also a marketing tool for us, so we want to make things right.
Awesome. I love it. Well, those are all the questions I'm going to take out of the text questions community here. Now, guys, if there's anything I had missed, head on over to Self Crypto Telegram, pop out your questions. I'm sure anything will be answered quickly and efficiently. Eric, Rico, Alf, I appreciate you guys coming in. Very well articulated project here. And I'm going to kick it back to Seattle. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
thank you for everything.
All
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mike. Thanks, everyone, for the questions there. Alf, Rico, Eric, man, you guys did a great job presenting the project. I love your ecosystem, the grand vision of it. I definitely think it's needed. And I really, really want to see you guys succeed. I think it's definitely needed. I would be buying in. This, like always, guys, this is not a financial advice. Do your own research. And there's no commitment to the team. But the team is doxed. The Celtic is done. They raised 2 rounds, 8 hours and 3 hours, like Alf said. So I think I always invest in the team, and I think you guys have something here special. I appreciate you guys being here, USA Crypto Group again, guys. Is there a last word you want to leave us with, guys?
I really appreciate the time. I think you've discovered the heart of our project. Like I said, we're trying to bring professionalism and accountability and an awesome use case to the space. If you guys want to, come on over and join our group, we'd love to have you and see you in our Telegram and Discord, man. It'd be great.
So
thank you, guys.
So we always like to do is that we like to raise awareness to your Telegram, right? And we will pin your Telegram, and we ask the community to go over there and drop a USA sticker. Now, I'm going to warn you, there's going to be a lot of stickers, but people will come over. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah,
that's okay. Certainly okay.
We will love to have you guys with us. Has been a really pleasure for us to be here and to talk free openly about the project and to answer your questions. Has been a great moment, and we are willing to repeat in the future.
Oh, definitely, guys. So one thing that you guys, once you guys done an A-bid with us, right, we are investor to the core. So, if you guys, your project is legit, let us know if there's anything you want us to update with or post. Just let us know. You guys are welcome to come in and post anything you want.
All right.
We will. Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is a great, by the way. You guys did an awesome job.
I really appreciate that there, Eric. You guys did as well. So John is going to post their Telegram, guys. Make sure you guys join. I'll tell you what, Mike's going to come there and pick one cash winner too, and we're going to give you guys some cash. But join and take part of the project. I think the team is great, and that was an amazing AMA. Appreciate it again, guys.
All right.
Thanks to you. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
All right. See ya. Bye-bye. Oh, actually, you know what, Mike? Hey, Mike, we have a drawing to do, right, Mike, for the cash drawing? The best one. Oh,
that we do, brother. I'm ready to go here, brother. I'm ready to go. Hold on 1 second here. Let me get my screen shared up. Okay. All right, Alf, I know I still see you here too. When this is all over, I know we said in the beginning, I'm going to get everything uploaded to YouTube and get you guys a copy ASAP as well. Okay, so for our first giveaway, we're going to do $20 off the wheel like always. Let's shuffle this up a couple times. I can hear some commotion out there. People are starting to arrive. It's going to be a great night. Who's it going to be? Is that Vincent? Vincent, congratulations. Won yourself $20. Now, don't forget, guys, we also still have a live Twitter giveaway going that will be announced tomorrow. And I'm also going to award $20 to the best question and also $10 to the best to a random sticker drop over in the Self Crypto Telegram. And after everything's all set up, like always, stay tuned for when the YouTube link gets dropped, because there's going to be an additional $15 opportunity that you could win possibly over there as well. That being said, I hope everybody has a beautiful St. Patrick's Day. And this was a great AMA, good team. I as well will also be keeping a close eye and probably buying into that pre-sale. And yeah, thank you all. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, everyone. See you guys.